friends, thanks for watching our channel. This is an update to let everyone know kind of what's been going on for the past almost 2 years now since we posted. I just wanted to give everybody an update. First, I want to thank everybody on our Facebook page for giving me the courage and the motivation to get this video done. And then I also wanted to let everyone know we are, as you can probably tell, not living in an RV right now. We are actually living in an apartment in Fayetteville. There was actually a large chain. Anyway, there was actually a series of events that caused us to end up in Fayetteville in an apartment and not in our RV. To begin with, we made some decisions that were not the best as far as our RV was concerned. We purchased a new RV thinking that that would be the best way to go for us since we were new to RVing, and it would ensure that we had a warranty and that any problems that might come up would be covered. Well, what we learned was that was a really bad mistake. It cost us a lot more money. We had a lot of debt because of it, and we wound up having problems that really weren't properly addressed, because what you will discover with any RV, new or used, there's always going to be problems, and it just depends on how good your dealership is. We purchased from a dealership in a very small town, and that was a major issue. So that was a learning experience. We no longer have that RV. We actually lost that RV because of my husband having some health issues that required him to go on disability, and then I lost my job right around all the same time. So it caused us to not be able to afford those huge payments. Even though we thought they were low at the time, they were a lot higher than what we could afford when neither one of us was working. So that was all a learning experience, but it did set us up to be in a position so that we could come to Fayetteville, where my mom and my aunt and my grandmother were living at the time. My grandmother went into hospice, and I came up to help my mom and my aunt take care of her. My husband came up shortly afterwards while she was still in hospice care. And unfortunately, she did pass away. She was 93. And while we were here, my husband decided he didn't want to go back to Texas, so we made the move to Fayetteville, Arkansas. So anyway, the disability money that we got for his back pay helped us make the move up here. And at the time, my mom and my aunt really needed us to be here to help go through that grieving process, and I needed them as well. So it just worked out. My husband was able to get the health care that he needed in Arkansas. I was able to get health care that I needed. And so, you know, everything happens for a reason, and going through that gave us a lot of learning experiences as far as that we didn't want to live in Arkansas permanently, that we do want to get back into an RV, and also that, you know, a new RV is not the way to go. At least it wasn't for us, and I don't think it is for most people, because the expense is just so huge. And our goal is really to keep all of our expenses as low as possible from here on out, because you never know what's going to happen. And you know, part of the thing that helped us is because we were in Fayetteville and I did get health care. I wound up having to have gallbladder surgery, and that was very unexpected for us. And then I was shortly after that diagnosed with fibromyalgia, which is a disorder that affects the nerves, and it just causes a lot of pain and a lot of other problems. So between my husband going on disability and me getting fibromyalgia diagnosis, you know, everything has been kind of up in the air. But in the past few months, we have decided that the RV life is really what's best for us. My daughter and our granddaughter are still in Texas. We have his mother, who is now in New York. My husband's father passed away in August of last year. So that was, another good reason for us to be in an area where we could go and spend as much time as we needed to in Texas to help out his mom and all that. So, everything happens for a reason. And now we're ready to move on to that next chapter. And so we are going to begin looking for the right RV and saving money for that RV. So that's our goal right now. We have been looking at new RVs only so we can get an idea of the layout that are out there and the models that are out there, because you can always get a used model that is similar or has a similar layout. So that's our thinking right now, and we will be showing a lot of tours of RVs, tiny houses, and all of that sort of thing. And our channel is going to be tied to a website that focuses on tiny houses and RVs and different items that are great for RV living or for tiny living and that sort of thing. And I'll have that link to the website listed below in the comments, so you can always go and check that site out. It is a work in progress right now, but we're going to have that available. So you'll be able to find products that we use, that we found that have been helpful, that really made a lot of difference in our tiny living when we were doing it. What we discovered is apartment living isn't really for us. It doesn't feel like a home, and our RV really did. We loved our RV. It just wasn't the right decision as far as the expense of a new RV and the size. It was way too big, way too heavy. We would have needed like a $70,000 truck to pull it. So we've learned a lot from those mistakes, and we're going to be moving forward, and hopefully our experiences will help you keep from making the same mistakes that we made in the past. So we're going to be talking, sharing our experience as we go through. We've acquired a lot of stuff in that year and a half, 2 years that we've been in Fayetteville. So we're going to be getting rid of a lot of stuff, paring back down. I really feel overwhelmed. That was another thing I learned, that I prefer the minimalist living, the not having so many things, the being able to go anywhere we wanted to travel. So we're really looking forward to getting back into that, but it is going to take us some time. We're hoping to be back on the road, or at least in an RV by the fall. So that's our goal, and we're going to be looking at RVs and sharing that experience with you. And we'll also possibly go into more about how it is to live in an RV when you do have health issues or other disabilities that you have to deal with when you're on the road. So that is all I really have to say for today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below, and we will try and have a Q&A session where we can answer some of those questions for you in the near future. I'm also going to be doing another video that kind of goes more into our starting over process and what we're going to do to start over and find the right RV for us this time. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.